Welcome to the 6th annual Ball of Wax.
Hi, Mom. No hands.
Latex girls go with anything. Red wine, white wine, beer, whatever you got. Hang out with us, because we're going to show you some really interesting stuff, or my name isn't Freak.
It's like being in the theater. You recreate yourself how you want. Everyone here is doing that. They're allowing themselves to breathe a way that they can't do in their normal life. You gotta stand out in the crowd.
Do you like whipping?
I prefer to do the whipping than be the whippy.
Do you?
Yes.
Like,
I've been a bitch, now I've got an excuse, see?
You must be watching nexTV because that's the only place you're gonna see something like this.
Don't be afraid. In 5 minutes, you will meet Nick. Ah!
What's going on? We're here checking in on this year's 1999 6th Annual Underground Film Festival. We got our ticket. Let's talk to some directors. We're here with Peter Hall, filmmaker extraordinaire. Peter, tell me a little bit what you think about the Chicago Underground Film Fest.
Oh, I come here every year since I showed my movie Delinquent. That's one of the most creative festivals in the country, and it's certainly one of the most fun. And you just leave a thing like this after a week, you know, wanting to go home and kick ass and make something new.
What do you think about the Chicago Underground Film Fest?
Well, it's fun so far.
That's my shirt, you little witch! Fucking kill you!
This is our 4th feature film? We're gonna finish 10 films by the year 2000, that's our goal.
And I thought, hey, you know, I'm a filmmaker, why can't I do this? There's a lot of cool things going on. And, you know, I thought I'd show all these people about all these different bands and what was happening in Chicago, the sort of major label feeding frenzy.
With underground cinema, because it can be so cheaply made, everybody is pretty important. Everybody can do things and everybody gets some props.
I'm Heather. How are you?
Heather, I'm doing good. What are we drinking here tonight?
Like a lemon Isle Stoli, Cosmopolitan.
Have I mentioned you are my new favorite person in the whole joint?
Got your name all over it.
Look at that.
I will join you.
This is to Heather and the 6th Underground Film Fest.
This place is so amazing. There's no place like this around Chicago. I mean, the Halakihiki, and your father built this place.
All by himself, one man.
You know, some of the most amazing places you're ever gonna find just seem to have always been there. But they don't scream out at you. They just sit back waiting for you to start digging. Man, when you find them, you're gonna be so happy you did.
Okay, we're getting all these young guys in Hawaiian shirts. They're into the tiki stuff, big time. And they come, and they love it. You know, years ago, these were called foo-foo drinks. They're not no more. These are strong, potent drinks. This zombie has like 4.5 ounces of rum in it. Goes down smooth.
So you've never been in Hawaii?
No, none of us. No, we don't have time. No. Ohio, Wisconsin, you know, but no, nowhere else. No, we're not much of travelers.
And when you come out to the Halakihiki, do not miss the gift shop and take a little bit of Polynesia home with you. Man, it's good. And that Hawaiian toast.
Lift up your glasses, clink them together. It's called a Koli Maluna, means bottoms up.
Koli Maluna, bottoms up, bottoms up. Here's the easy living.
So, Carlos,
tell me a few things about growing up in Colombia.
I only spent 4 years out of my early life in Colombia. My parents gave me a guitar at a very young age. Actually, at the age of 5, they gave me this fake guitar, and I just couldn't get enough of it. And by the age of 7, they gave me my first classical guitar, and I just, I loved it. I knew from the very beginning that this is exactly what I wanted to do.
Como el viento por la tierra desplazado. Tras una esperanza, ilusión a veces lejos de sus manos.
I know it must be hard to discuss, but at one point all of this came to a halt and you ended up in hospital. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Sure, I got sick. These lesions, unfortunately, cells from my lymphatic system went awry and ended up in a very, very horrible spot right along my brainstem, which unfortunately controls things like movement and breathing and heart rate and all those things. And it was a pretty difficult time. It took about 2.5 years off my life and my career, which I was just starting to break out into, so.
What's it been like since you returned to the stage?
I can't put into words how the feeling, that elation that I feel when not only do I happen to play with my band, but the fact that I'm actually up there playing songs that I've written that people gravitate to, and I'm just, again, very, very fortunate.
Thank you so much. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Natalie, and we're here at Softcore in Wicker Park with Obi. Obi, how would you describe Softcore?
Softcore is, on one level, it's a retail outlet, but it's actually an attitude, a place of being that actually promotes not just very modern street style and savvy clothing.
Here I come.
It's a place where different kinds of talented minds cross paths.
Describe to us what you look for when you buy for Softcore.
I'm looking for clothes which is going to be worn by future women like you and me. It's going to be functional and like technology plus fabrication plus humanity.
So, what brought you to Softcore?
I was tired of seeing our dancers wearing the same old stuff from the last tour, so I wanted to see if I can get something in. It was good that I was here with one of my dancers, Amy, and so we could kind of collaborate together and find something good.
Cultures are crossing, therefore people are beginning to pick up and borrow from different cultures and mixing and matching to create a certain personal sensibility.
Life is hard, so we can
have fun with fashion.
Yeah, totally.
Hold it right there.
Chicago's known for its very diverse theater community. Of course, there's the Goodman Theater and the very risk-taking Steppenwolf Theater. But perhaps Chicago's most famous theater is our very own The Second City. This year, The Second City is going to celebrate its 40th anniversary. And through all the actors, writers, and directors that have come through these doors, there's been one constant: the musical director, Miss Ruby Streak.
I don't really look back, and I think that's why I've managed to stay here this long. I just constantly move forward, and I want to do tonight's show, and I want to write the next show, and I want to see what's going on, after that show opens or after that scene's over.
She either pumps it up or she can bring it down, sets the tone for everything. She's pretty much kind of has a God feel to her. She's pulling the strings. She's like the puppeteer.
The truth is, I would love for you to come up for a drink, but I don't want an abortion.
You've been here 6 years now?
That's right, 6 years. That's long for an actor here. Of course, not as long as Ruby.
she's kind of the only one with any job security.
How have you been able to work with actors and handle actors and actresses who may not be the best singers?
Most of all, make it fun and make it just like the work they do in the scenes. Just don't let them think that it's anything over their head or complicated. Some non-singers might have the best musical ideas.
Your head's up your ass.
Lots of things impress me about her. The fact that like when we improvise and we sing, she'll never play anything that is really pat or standard, and she won't let you settle for anything. And that's really impressive to me.
That's a choice you have to make. You're going to go for the money or you're going to go for the integrity. And here I was allowed a priceless thing, which was integrity. So I've stayed here.
What's next?
I'm running for mayor.